I will never understand why literally every citizen of a Western country can come to Africa without a visa. But few citizens of African countries can travel to Europe without a visa. You have to apply for a visa. And the visa requirement is insane. First of all, you need to prove that you have enough money in your bank account. You need to prove that you have ties in your country, that you will not stay in their continent, and you need to show the reason why you are visiting that place. But no, when they come to Africa, nobody asks them what are they coming here to do, or whether they will go back or not. So this really shows that colonialism has not ended, because it baffles me that our government signs such agreement. To what basis do we allow them to come to Africa? Meanwhile, your own citizens are not allowed in those countries. I will never understand it. Like, colonialism is still running in Africa. We need to open our eyes. We need to shine our eyes, because we are still being treated like allies in our own continent. And when we go outside, it's even worse. Because come to think of it, had it been that those people didn't come to Africa and destroy us, what would an African in his right state of mind do in Europe? First of all, their weather is crap. Second of all, they don't have resources. Their resources are limited, meaning that you don't really have a lot of options as to how to make money. And Africa is such a rich continent. That is why they came here, they destroyed our continent, and then when they left, or when they pretended to, when they made us feel as though they left, they now closed borders, created borders to make it difficult for Africans to fly to their continent. So meaning that we have to stay here with our government, which is being directed by them, so that we will suffer and start dying, because they wanted to eliminate us, so that we will stay here without options and start dying one after the other. Or so that we will look stupid, like, look at them, what are they doing in their continent? There's nothing they are doing there. Meanwhile, they know what they did to us. Meanwhile, they know what they are still doing to us. I will never understand this. Like, it is so difficult for you to get a visa to go to those countries. When I say difficult, I mean the amount of money they ask, the amount of papers they ask. Not every African has those papers or have such amount of money. But why are they preventing us to go there? And then they want to come to our continent, to our Africa, freely, niafuniafuli. They want to come and have control more than we do. They want to come and take over. They are indirectly taking over our continent, and we don't know. Most of the companies who are exploring our resources are Western companies, and then they hire Africans, they pay them peanut. Like, I mean, this thing is really disturbing me day after day. Like, I don't know, but I just believe that as a new generation, we need to go back and reflect on these issues, because we can't continue to be slaves of the white man. We can't continue to be slaves of the world. We need to rise up, Africans. We need to rise up. We need to change our mindset. We need to fight for our continent. Even if it will mean all Africans in the diaspora to come back, we have to do it, because I'm just concerned about the next generation. We can't continue. This is not a life, guys. We are dying. I mean, we are not even living life. Life is living us, literally. And I don't know, it hurts me, it really hurts me to see what my people go through, to see what our governments are doing day in, day out, what all these people are doing to us. Like, we have to do something about it, guys. Nobody will come and fight for us. As a new generation, we have to start a movement to change first our mindset, and then to think on the way forward, on how we can help ourselves to get out of this condition. We can't continue to look stupid in the eyes of the world. I know a lot of people will come in the comment section and talk about the government, talk about politicians. Yes, I agree, but then politicians are just people like you and I. They don't fall from heaven. They come from amongst us. But what is really killing us is the mindset, because you can see that even in schools, even in small organizations where you bring young people together for a project or for an initiative, you can see the kind of behavior and attitude that people bring out. And you wonder, this person with a small money is already behaving this way. What if he becomes a president and he sees the resources in front of him? How will this person behave? So it's not just the government, we are also the problem, because the government, they are old. Some of them, they die and then they get replaced. The people who replace them, they come from us. But then because our mindset is also a slavery mindset, when we go there, we don't make any change. We only go there with the idea of taking and enriching ourselves while our people are dying. So we need to change our mindset. It all starts from you and I. If you cannot be honest with 1,000 naira, if you cannot be honest with $10, definitely you won't be honest with $2 billion. So guys, we have to think about it. It's not just, let's stop blaming the government. Yes, the government is already there. So what can we do as people? Like if you go to public services in most countries of Africa, you will see how corruption is openly done. And the president is not there, the politicians are not there. We are the ones actually even making it bigger. We are the ones even celebrating that corruption. We are the ones celebrating the best services. The change that we are looking for starts from each one of us. When your neighbor asks you to buy something for him, he gives you $10 and you find that thing at $9, bring back the $1 change. Do not eat the $1 change and say, oh, I found it at $10. Meanwhile, you find it at $9. That $1 will make a difference. Today you are stealing $1. Tomorrow you will steal the whole country. So that is the world we are living in. And I truly believe that we are the change. The way you carry yourself, the way you treat others, the way you talk, the way you embrace the world, the way you invest in yourself to self-develop, all of that counts. And I believe that if each one of us focuses on self-development and focus on changing our mindset, we are going to drive Africa into a new era. It won't happen overnight. It will take maybe 50, 100 years. But if we start today, meaning that the generation to come will enjoy the benefits of what we are fighting for. I mean, I'm just sick and tired, like seriously.